Hello everyone, I'm Satina. Welcome back to Plated Conversations, a space where I get to share with you my favorite plant-based, healthy, efficient recipes with ingredients you probably already have in your home. Today I have my special guest, my wonderful friend Luma, who's from Jordan. So we're gonna do a recipe or two that is really with her culture.
That's right.
That's right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
Middle Eastern culture.
The Middle Eastern culture. Luma is a mother of two. And she's married, so don't try it. And she's also the Young Life South Bay area director. And that is how we met. I know a lot of you think that I'm 21, but I'm not. We met when I was, 16?
Yeah. Tina put me through a lot.
And she's still my friend. So I'm going to let her be on my cooking show for everything that I put her through. So today we're going to make hummus, and she's going to say it for you the right way.
Hummus.
So we're gonna make hummus, and we're gonna make a really, really good cucumber yogurt sauce that you can use as a dip or a topping with some amazing veggie wraps. So, you ready?
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, the first thing we're gonna do is make the hummus, and hummus is something you grew up having in your home. Like, when's your first memory of hummus?
So I just remember being in kindergarten and everybody opened their lunch boxes and mine really smelled strong. And everybody looked over and like, what is in your lunch? And I was like, some hummus.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's that? I mean, we're talking about a long time ago. But everybody else had peanut butter and jelly and they had their turkey and cheese. And I had my hummus in a little Tupperware. And that was my first memory that people made it clear to me that was not something you have in your typical elementary school lunchbox.
Yeah.
But since then, obviously, it's been one of the healthiest dishes.
That has been appropriated.
Every function, we have some hummus. And now it's sold in every store and restaurant. So I'm like, for all of y'all that made fun at me.
Oh, this is a public service announcement.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and enjoy that hummus today.
Okay. So we're gonna get back to the show after she checked all of you guys. I love hummus. I was introduced to it, I think the first time I went to Luma's house, actually, she's Christian. I know Jesus, but this was a different experience. Her mother brought out this tray that I believe they had in the Lord's Supper's picture.
Platter.
Just hella fruit, like fresh. And I'm from the hood. We don't have fresh fruit anywhere. Like, you probably can get a lemon off of somebody's tree, but that's as good as you're gonna get. She had fruit I had never tried, so I always wanted to go over there. The first time I saw it, I was like, can I touch it? Can we eat this? Because you grew up in a black household, it's stuff there, but you look at it and you better not touch it. But her mom let me eat it, so I started going over there a lot. It was free and it was healthy, so it was beautiful. So that's why I'm happy that she's here, because all of this stuff is the stuff that I really was first introduced to when I went to your house, from the yogurt topping to the hummus, the veggie wraps. So I think it's going to be fun. So let's do the hummus. We have 2 cups of chickpeas.
Yeah, you can use 1 can, 15 ounce, or you can do 2 cans of garbanzo beans. And this is actually really cost effective if you compare it to how much hummus costs in the store.
When you buy it pre-made.
You can actually make this in, a bigger amount for way less cost than it.
And when you store it, how long does it last?
You just leave it in the fridge for up to 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to do 2 cans of hummus, garbanzo beans.
Perfect.
And go ahead and drain the can out and save some of the juice.
In case
it's a little too thick, you can add,
Okay, kind of like when you make pasta and you can use that water.
Absolutely.
For the same thing.
Next, you'll need some tahini sauce, which is made from sesame seed, and it's a liquid, and it's like a dip. And you're gonna need 4 tablespoons for each can. So that's a total of 8 tablespoons of tahini. And make sure you actually stir the tahini because it can get really thick.
Okay.
But this is what's going to actually make the garbanzo beans thicken up.
Is there a certain flavor that you guys have just for a basic one? I know when you go in the store, you see chipotle flavor, jalapeno flavor,
just
all
basic.
of it. So you guys
don't
just
add
make those
anything.
same.
This is basic hummus.
Do you guys season it?
Well, we just add at the end of this dish, we will add drizzle some olive oil, some Arabic spices, some paprika. But all those things you see, cilantro, avocado,
that's like
hummus, that's just an American twist.
Well, on this show, we're going to season it a little bit.
Yeah, you do. It's your show.
It's because it's like, I just want my soul to be happy.
You can do whatever you want.
We're not going to lotteries it, but we'll season it. And then, so what's the next thing we're going to need?
We need a lemon. Okay. So one big lemon.
We already have some of the lemon already squoze in here. And this is, I said squoze because it's one of my favorite words, actually. I have no hair down, so I don't know why I did that flip. But so we're going to take the other half of that lemon. And this little thing you can find on Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and tag them and get that sponsorship, hopefully. But it's super duper easy because you just put it in there and twist. And then go ahead and put that in there.
You can always add more lemon if you like that whole zesty flavor.
You like a lot of lemon.
Okay, and then I have some ice cubes on the side in case it thickens up. They recommend some ice cubes. So
so we'll put that on low and let that go, and then we'll start with the cucumber.
You can use a blender or a food processor.
And you have a Vitamix.
Yes.
I have a Vitamix too.
You have one?
Yeah.
That's good.
You think it's too loud? No? Okay.
All right. So we're going to let this go for a while.
And then we're going to start the yogurt dip. So for the yogurt dip, we're going to use a oat milk-based yogurt. Traditionally, you would use
a regular yogurt because of the flavor, but since this is plant-based recipes, we went with a non-dairy yogurt, which works just as well.
And I'm going to use my mandolin. I love it. It has so many different pieces that you can attach, and this is kind of like a shredder part, like you would shredder a grater, but it's a shredder on my show. It's going to be you're just going to grate it, and it's going to give you nice little thin pieces that we can put into it. About how much of the cucumber do you think we'll need for it?
It's 2 cups of cucumbers, and normally it's diced, but since this is Tina's show, she can do whatever she wants.
And you can do whatever you want at your house. That is the beauty of it.
That's true.
I just have a lot of appliances, and y'all gonna see these appliances, okay? So some stuff we'll use a knife, and some stuff it's gonna be something that I ordered off of Amazon for absolutely no reason, but we're gonna use it. So it's nice because you'll see the consistency of it. We'll do that there and do it here, but really thin.
Yeah. Probably finish off the cucumber. Yeah, that way it will be good. And then we'll also need a lemon.
A lemon. I'll slice that and then I'll let you squeeze it.
Yes.
Twist it. It's super duper easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might need 2 hands for this.
Or some push-ups. We can do that during the intermission. Whatever you want to do.
That's pretty good. This is actually really good.
Yeah.
Juicer.
And if you grew up poor like I did, it's still some more lemon juice in there. I'm going to get it out though, because you wasted some lemon. But we're going to get it. So we're going to do this, add all of this together with the yogurt. Do you add any kind of seasoning to that? The dill?
Yes, we're gonna use dried mint.
Oh, okay.
And some salt and pepper.
Nice.
Yes.
And not a dash, right? You guys don't use a dash of that?
No, we don't really use measuring cups and spoons in our culture. We just
to taste.
Season to taste.
To taste.
Do you remember when we went to camp?
Yeah. So with Young Life, they give you the opportunity to go to camps, and if you're like me, you just camped out in your bedroom when your mom said go to bed because she was tired of you touching stuff. So for me to be able to go to a camp we went to Tahoe, but what's the other one?
We went to Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I don't even know where that is still, and I went a long time ago. I don't know where they took me, but I knew I wanted to go. It was 5 of us in our household. I was trying to get out of there, so I don't care where we were going. I'm rolling up a blanket because I didn't have a sleeping bag, and I'm out of here. And I think I even, the first time I came to camp, I had all of my stuff in hella like black bags. I'm glad we didn't have Instagram back then because that wouldn't have been a cute throwback Thursday. It looks like I was running away, but I was actually going to camp, and I was excited about it. So let's mix this together. But so which camp story are you going to tell?
So we took a bunch of students from the inner city to kayak.
Emphasis on inner city so that you understand why all of this happened the way that it did.
We went kayaking, and I've never rescued so many students in my life that day. It was quite interesting that somehow Satina fell off her kayak and was holding on for dear life.
Let me be clear. I don't do water. When we go to the beach and we barbecue, we run in the water and the water goes to your knees and you run back and you get your salty hot dog, and that's what we do. Getting in all this water with a kayak, and then I even had, because I don't play drowning, I don't care if the Lord is there or not, I put the life jacket on like a diaper.
She had 2 on.
Because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life then, but I knew I wanted to do something, and I wasn't going out on that stream. Because before we went, we saw like pedals coming down, canoes, and no people. So something about that told me it wasn't right, but I was trusting Luma.
I saw some big old boats picking up some of our students and taking them with them because they were all over this river. So I just yelled to Satina from my kayak, "Stand up. Just stand up." And she was like, I can't. I said,
you
just
guys,
stand up.
Okay, but so the rocks were boulders. Okay, we're not talking about Pebble Beach and something small. We're talking about boulders. We're talking about being in a kayak. We're talking about having on 2 life jackets. So one is pulling me up and one is pushing me down. And I was not going to go out like that. So I don't know if this was like one of their young life adventures to test my faith, but I had none at that moment. And I wanted to get back to 47th Street as soon as possible, because we didn't do that kind of stuff in the Blue Apartments. You can continue.
But what happened when you stood up?
I'm still here. But this is the thing, it was a process to stand up, because I didn't know what they were trying to do. First of all, it was my first time around a gang of white people, so I didn't know if this was like some kind of survivor thing and they trying to see which one of us is making it home. But she was making it home, and she is me. Well, so I put salt and pepper in here.
Yes, please put salt and pepper there.
Okay.
So Satina stood up and the water was to her ankles.
I would say to my knees, just so you don't try to play me.
Let's just be in the middle.
Okay.
Middle of the knees and ankle.
That's fine. But don't say
and she
ankle.
was like, oh. And I was like, everything's going to be okay.
Answer me this. When's the next time I went back to that camp?
Never.
Exactly.
But in the meantime, there was another kayak that went by, and they were looking like they were on a gondola ride in Italy. Yes, they were.
Is Rome in Italy?
Yes.
Okay. So they were the same place. Yeah.
And we were just wondering why they looked so romantic while the rest of us were on some kind of Grand Rapids rescue.
I didn't like it. I think that's what really taught me how to pray. That was a real conversation I was having with God at that moment. Like, look, I don't know what you're trying to do, but get me out of here, and I will never tell them we only have $20 for me to come to camp for a week. Because how much is it to go to camp? My mom sent me with a smooth 20. And that camp is how much?
It definitely costs more than $20.
We got to edit that out. I don't want them trying to get their money from me. What is this?
This is some dried mint that we are going to add to.
Was this the mint that you got from your backyard?
No, this is actually store-bought dried mint. I thought I needed some fresh mint, but my husband corrected me and said it needs to be dry.
Tell her, Rami.
So this hummus, because it was on very low speed, it went for 3 minutes, but if you want to put it on a higher speed, you don't need to really process it for more than 2 minutes.
Do you think you're going to add some more of the juice?
So I just did, because it looks pretty thick, and you can kind of tell.
Engage it.
Just look at it, taste it. This is the beauty of hummus. Everybody's looks different and tastes different, actually. But we're going to add some salt as well.
Okay.
We need about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And
1/4 of a teaspoon. There you go. What else do you need?
That's exactly how we would do it without measuring. So we're going to put this back up.
And so we're all done with this yogurt topping, right?
Yes, and mix it. Do we get some salt on that too?
Yes, salt, pepper, the mint.
Oh, we need some garlic. And so this, in Arabic, it's called medega, because you actually smash whatever ingredient you need, and we're going to actually smash the garlic, but it's called a mortar and pestle. No idea. But if you're
We're
looking
gonna call
for
it
it
the
online,
garlic pounder.
yeah, just a wooden pounder.
Yeah.
You can Google that, but there's actually a name for this
A name
fancy
for it.
thing.
How do you guys say it in Arabic again?
Medega.
Yeah. So we're gonna use that to pound up the garlic, and you can't use like it has to be with this.
This is just kind of the way that
You were taught.
the way we were taught. We didn't
someone-
ask questions growing up. You
No,
don't
no,
ask,
we didn't
You don't
either.
ask questions in our culture.
But since
you don't.
I'm grown and I can now, can we use a knife if we wanted to?
You could do whatever you want. It's your
Okay.
show.
It's my okay, and it's your home. So if you want to use something else, you can. If you don't want to get one of these, but this is good though. Like if you have pimento seeds, it's really good because it chops them up really well. Also, a bigger one you can make guacamole. That's Spanish for guacamole. Don't look up when I do my Spanish. Okay. So yeah, you can. This is very efficient in your kitchen. You can use it for so many different
Can you
things.
smell that?
I love the garlic.
Hopefully
It smells
people
super
out there
good.
like garlic because
Yeah.
stuff tastes.
Garlic
smells
is
and
really
tastes
good for you.
Tell us some of the benefits.
Some of the benefits of garlic are, I'm glad you asked that. You can add garlic not only to your food, you can add it to your juices. You can take it raw. It's really, really good at building a great immune system. If I'm making juices for the kids, I definitely will like add some in their orange juice if they have sinuses, if they get a cough or something like that. And it's perfect. It's really, really good. And it just smells good.
So I'm going to show the camera what this looks like.
So that's how it comes out. Comes out really good. And then we're just going to scoop that in here. And like I said, you can add more garlic if you want to, or less.
So I'm going to go ahead and taste this. We're going to pull some out. Put some in this bowl.
Do you want a chip?
Yes.
Because we have
Let's try
like,
that.
some chips and stuff you can put it.
So there's some gluten-free veggie chips, gluten-free crackers, or you can always try to find some gluten-free pita chips.
This is bomb. This is. Do we put garlic in here? No. Oh, are we gonna put that in?
We're
there?
gonna drizzle some on top. Does it need more lemon? Taste.
I'm gonna stop.
I think
'cause
it
I'm about
tastes
to
good.
be smacking on this show.
Yeah,
No,
I think this tastes
super good.
perfect. You can also use pita bread if you. That's your jam.
We're gonna actually use this on our lettuce. I'm sorry. It's so good. I'm like trying to. But we're gonna use this on our veggie wraps actually as a base. You can. That's what I like to do.
This is much thicker. You could do it. You can add more liquid next time if you want it to be.
I like it.
I like the
consistency
texture.
of it. Yeah.
I like this.
I don't like anything too runny. I don't trust it. I also don't trust people that, this is a side note, but if you eat yogurt, if you ever are near someone or if you are that person that just opens yogurt and eats it and don't stir it, I'm not saying you're a serial killer, but I'm saying you're close. Like that is, when people don't thoroughly mix yogurt, it's one of my pet peeves. So I like the consistency of this.
Yes.
Because it's not, you don't have to over stir or anything.
If there was one country you could move to because you love the food and culture, what country would that be?
That's a good question. I want to move somewhere where there's no racism because I want to eat my food in peace. I ain't really got time to be looking around. I probably would go to Mexico because I could survive on just guacamole all day and tacos.
Really think there's a part of me that's Mexican too because
And
I
that's
love
fine.
everything.
Yeah, there's a part
About that culture.
there's a part. That's why I have the nickname Sosa. When I moved to Houston, everyone ate soul food every day, and I don't know if you know how heavy soul food is, but they thought just because my skin was black, I was supposed to engage in that kind of eating behavior. And it was a bit heavy. I love me some Mexican food, so I probably would move to Mexico. And I don't think they bother black people out there. I would share, not all of my guacamole, but I would share some if I ran into any problems.
So we're going to add some seasoning here.
She doesn't care about that. Okay. So what seasoning are we going to add on top?
All right, we're going to drizzle some, this is some garlic flavored olive oil.
Which is so good and so fragrant.
So fragrant. And if you don't like olive oil, you do not have to, but it's just a splash in the middle because it kind of can move around. And then we're going to add some paprika.
some smoked paprika because we're rich.
And just a
you're
little
plating
bit.
this really nice.
Yeah.
Plated conversation.
This is one of my favorite dishes. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to actually add some sumac, which is an Arabic spice.
And when you told me this, the flavor of that is
It's
very
zesty. It's made from berries, the flower of the berries.
It's really pretty
It's
just to look at.
beautiful. A few garbanzo beans.
To put on top.
Yes.
Nice.
And then we will take a little shot of what this looks like.
Super cute.
It's beautiful.
Really, really nice. And we're going to mess that whole presentation up once we do our veggie wraps.
Absolutely.
But it's really good. So the next thing we're going to do is make our veggie wraps because that's how we can taste all of this stuff. I'll take that from you. All right, so for our veggie wraps, we're gonna go ahead and bring in our lettuce wraps. And these lettuce wraps, you can buy them already at the store like this, or you can just take a head of lettuce and peel it off. I like to just buy, like I said, I'm a mom of two, so you kind of want to be efficient with your time. You can keep it like this, or you can cut it in half. Yeah. What do you want to do?
I say cut it in half.
Okay, let's cut it in half. I'm greedy, so I normally will just use a whole one.
Bite size,
But I
portion
have
control.
company, so I gotta act like Luma. So we're gonna do that, and then let's move this over here. Let's switch. On my show, we can reach over stuff. It's okay.
It is your show.
I don't know how many times I said that, but I'm glad you're aware. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this hummus. How do you say?
Hummus.
And then for mine, I'm going to add onion because I love like hella onion. I'm gonna put it on the plate actually. And then some carrot. What things did you guys, like growing up, did you eat with hummus?
Well, you can add hummus to anything. We
Okay.
even put it on top of chicken. We just eat it maybe on the side, like a side appetizer with whatever meal we're having, whether it's rice, a stew. I mean, hummus is just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. People
Something you
pull
always
that
have
out.
around.
Yeah. And then the biggest thing is bread with hummus. That's just
Okay.
This is a very healthy alternative to get an actual lettuce wrap and fill it up with hummus. You can just do that.
I'm gonna get you a plate. I'm rude. You
I'm
don't
gonna
even have a
share.
plate.
I was gonna just share the plate with you.
Oh, you can share the plate with me. I thought you meant share my wrap. You just see how fast I turned around? I'm sorry. So I'm gonna try mine since I really want to wait, but this just smells so good.
All right, here we go.
I'm trying to be a good gripper like my friend Antoinette, but I gotta get some of her. I don't even know which angle.
That's
It's really
really
good.
good.
I don't know if we're supposed to do that on camera. Well, we're
We
gonna
weren't
do it.
supposed to eat it.
No, it's fine.
What weren't we supposed to
I
do?
just don't want to be smacking and stuff. But,
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. This is really good. So on mine, I had garlic. That's an onion. I had onion, carrot, cucumber, red pepper, and then I added some bean sprouts because I love that. You can always add avocado, which I'll probably do off camera. I just don't want you guys to see me like grubbing like that. But I'm gonna also add some of this yogurt dip on top.
So you can actually make a new lettuce wrap with just the yogurt dip. Let's taste that.
But I'm greedy.
You tell me how it tastes.
I hope you added some chewing.
These were really easy recipes to make and quick. And so if you have a family or you're on the go and you're busy working or some friends are coming over.
Something to give them something to do. Even if you're cooking and you're trying to cook and the kids want to keep coming in and out of the kitchen, this is something good for them to just have really quick until you're finished making it.
Right. And it's real healthy.
So you just put
I like the
on yours.
yogurt.
Okay. I'm so greedy. I'm just so happy.
I'm just gonna watch
like,
you
food
eat.
makes me happy, so I'm so happy right now. Okay. I'm so happy.
Tina is very talented at eating, cooking. She can put lashes on. She's good at makeup.
We do everything.
Good at fashion. Just anything you need. How was that?
The yogurt topping is really good.
Okay, good. And that's with oat milk, so
yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah, it's really. I'm like I love sauces and dipping, and it's so good.
You see why the garlic?
Yeah, you're gonna be on my show all the time. I like that reaction.
That garlic is just that.
I like that the garlic. I like the pounding. How do you say?
Somebody out there is like, that's not the right Arabic, Luma. They're already looking.
This is not. You told me in Arabic.
Yeah.
What is it called?
But it's so hard.
God, I thought you were stuttering.
No, I was not stuttering. You see?
Oh my God. Please, Vince, edit that. I'm waiting for the name. Like, girl, time is running out. Give me the name. You said it. But what I wanted to say was the garlic, when it's pounded in here, it like the texture of it is different rather than chopping it. So I see why you do that. It's so bomb. So yeah, so we made some good hummus. We showed you how to make a really good yogurt dip that had cucumber, mint, salt and pepper, garlic. This is basically just a chickpea base. Like, that's all you really need. We had some lemon juice in it. Tell me the name of the seasoning again.
Sumac. And that's any of these spices, the dried mint, sumac, even the tahini, can be found at an international market.
What other things can you use this in?
Oh, we drizzled that over bread, over chicken, over any sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real zesty taste. Just adds flavor to anything.
I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead and keep this.
Yeah, you do.
I wasn't giving it back. But yeah, so you can make lettuce wraps. I love game nights. So game nights, friends over, barbecues, whatever. Even though we're social distancing now, even when we come out of this quarantine thing, you can still have this. You can have it now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these recipes are something you're interested in making. And when you do make it, please make sure you tag me so I can see how amazing it was. Tag me when you're biting into it too, so I can see if you feel that same excitement I did. Luma, thank you so much for coming on the show and showing me all of these new ingredients that I haven't tried and different ways to use them.
You're welcome, friend. This is fun. I would have never thought 20 years ago when I met you at Sweetwater High School that we'd be
when
in
you
a
almost
kitchen
let me
one day.
drown at camp.
Yeah.
But I made it.
Yeah, we're here, and I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too. You guys have a great day. Bye.